So we're at about 8 o'clock. Can you break down what's going on with the PulseChain tour for us? Because we know you guys got dates coming up, obviously, and I mean, it just continues to astonish me. Like no other ecosystem in crypto has this kind of organic thing going on. I mean, like all these other chains, we're seeing more now, like Chain or whatever the hell it is, another L2 that just came out. That's like, heavily VC backed, people dumping on your heads. We don't even know who these people are, and it's one cycle, it's gone. And just the fact that we have this crazy grassroots, really spearheaded by you going out there in real life and meeting with people is just awesome. So yeah, let us know what we got coming up here.
Yeah. So, you nailed it by saying organic. And I want to emphasize that, we've never asked permission from Richard. We've never had any help from Richard. He's never contracted us to do any of these things. He's never even really, just recently he said, don't go to conferences.
Yeah, exactly.
And so really, other than giving us the tools to put a community behind a good crypto ecosystem, that's really all that Richard has done for us. This is completely our effort, and what I'm trying to do and what I've always tried to do is to give the community the ability to grow and thrive and become stronger. And I may not be the best streamer. May not be the guy that understands the charts and all the technology, but I do know how to put people together and how to build communities. And that's the one thing that I think is my strength, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Ewok used to come into our streams early on, and now look at him. I've always said that you give people the ability to get out there and do things, and they're going to, and there's going to be better streamers than me and Discord Syndicate and all that come out, and you guys have proven that. Everybody has proven that they've built strong community by just giving them the ability to get up there and start speaking and being smarter and better in crypto than everybody else has been. This community is the smartest crypto community out there, period, end of story. It's the most organic crypto community, period, end of story. And that's because we went and did these things. We seeked out the knowledge. We seeked out everything we can know about what Richard did. We believed in what he did. We knew that he was going to put something good out. He was going to bring true DeFi to the table, and we were going to be the ones that went out and marketed it. And I put out a tweet either this morning or yesterday about that. I said, Richard gave us the tools to be a community that can get behind what he's done without fail, without worrying about a scam, a rug pull, or being accused of promoting something wrong. The only thing that we've ever been accused of is following a guy that wears a Gucci suit. That's literally all they've got on us. Like, you guys just believe in a charismatic leader that wears a Gucci suit. And it's like, okay, but have you listened to what we're saying? Have you listened to what we're teaching? Have you seen what we've brought to the table? Richard has brought true DeFi to the table, and us, the community, have rallied behind it. And I think that really what we should be doing now, more so than ever, the tech be damned. Let's talk about what Richard talked about, what we were sacrificing for. We were sacrificing for our freedoms. We were sacrificing for crypto to actually go out and change the world and help the world, which is what it was supposed to always have done. But they've lost their way. The crypto bros have lost their way. They sold out. They sold you guys out. Your Bitcoin is gone. It now belongs to the entities that they were trying to fight against. BlackRock now owns your Bitcoin, guys. That's what happened. Like, you've literally sold out, and they're continuing to this day to cheer that on like it's something special, like it's something good. And it's not. It's not why we're into this. We're into this for our freedoms so that we can pass this along to the rest of the world and try and fix it and make finance a better place. And if we need to focus on that as a community, we need to focus on our freedoms and what this really means, what real DeFi means. And, so by bringing the community together and us all meeting in one place, shaking hands, high fives, hugs, the whole deal, getting to know each other, that's what's going to build a strong community. It's not all this 2D stuff that's always going on. You've got to get people together and trusting one another. and seeing in each other's eyes what's really going on. We have to tell the stories about who we all are and why we're here and why we're doing what we're doing and why we believe in what Richard Hart has done. And so that's why I put these events together. That's why I think they're important. That's why during the whole bear market, I traveled the world. I traveled the country on my dime so that we can continue to build and grow even when things were down, because I knew that when the bull comes, if we weren't prepared, if we weren't going in the right direction, if we weren't building camaraderie and a movement and a revolution, that we were going to just get stuck in the number go up, people pump and dump, get into the next cycle, and we may not have DeFi the next time around because the centralized agencies are coming. They're coming for it. They're putting all these guys, behind bars. They're taking over crypto. All of your libertarian guys are disappearing and going away, and their talks about freedom have disappeared, and it's all about green candles. And we need to get back to the real narrative of what crypto is, and go back to the Satoshi white paper and why he started doing this thing in the first place. And that's us. That's the organic community, is the ones who are supposed to be doing this, not the furus and the gurus and the paid guys, but us, the real community that's out here, making it happen on our own without asking permission from anybody, without having to worry about any legal actions against us, because we're really just saying, hey, we're talking about freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom to do with our money what we want to do with it. And who's gonna put anybody in jail for actually doing that kind of stuff, right? We're not robbing or stealing from anybody. We're trying to bring decent products and freedoms to the world. And that's what the tour is about, is bringing people together so that we can get stronger, unite, and start a revolution.
Very nice.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I think that you make such a great point about the gurus, the furus, number go up and everything. People somewhere along, especially this cycle. And I'm not going to be somebody that shits on memes. I mean, we've talked about memes on here. I'm sure everybody has a bag of some meme somewhere in this ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you're right. We've seen a lot of the charts, the pump and dumps and stuff like that. And I think some of these, maybe the young bucks that are getting into crypto now, trying to just earn a quick buck on a meme coin or something like that, they are forgetting some of those libertarian principles and things like that you've said. And I think it's really good that you bring that up, because we need to get back to that. And PulseChain is that. PulseChain is going to have the staying power to be here multiple cycles to reflect those values, I think,
Yeah, exactly. And that's all of us, and everything you guys are doing. Anything that we could do to strengthen this community, bring everybody together, and show that there's a movement behind it. And it's all of our stories. It's the single mom story. It's the hardworking blue collar worker guy's story. It's the guy that has made it in life, but he has no retirement. He's going to have to work till the end of his days to survive and into his 80s. It's all of our stories that are going to speak and resonate with the rest of the world and bring them into crypto. Because if we don't let the regular folk see that this is for them, and that it's not some, young, guy, basement dweller eating Hot Pockets in his mom's basement.
There's nothing wrong with Hot Pockets now. Let's not piss off Hot Pockets.
A Lambo and chicks, It's really about our freedoms and the freedom to actually do well in the world. And money doesn't make you happy, but money buys you options. Options buy you freedom. Freedom makes you happy. And that's the kind of message that we got to get out there. That's what crypto really is. The modest gains, the modest gains that this ecosystem gives you is well enough. You don't need to have those 1,000x gains, 10,000x gains. They're nice, they happen, but let's talk about freedoms and good products that do things that can actually be better than a 401k, which are now 104ks. That can be better than Social Security. These are the things that we need to be explaining to the 40, 50 something year olds out there that don't have any hope, that don't understand crypto, that are afraid of it, and we've got what ails everybody. And we've got to get that message out. And we got to get stronger as a community. And so, that's why the events.
Amen. Well, can you tell us? Oh, go ahead, Ewok. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say. So this next one coming up, let's get into that. Tell us what's happening with it, and kind of go through, I guess, the itinerary a little bit.
Yeah. So the Pulse 369 event is obviously it's March 6th through the 9th. Therefore 369. We're going to be starting on the 6th with a big party, splash off with DJ, laser party, the whole thing. Drinks on us, kind of open bar, and just have a big get together and everybody, get to know one another. And then on the 7th and the 8th, Friday and Saturday, in Vegas, we're going to be having all the speakers, all the people that if you look down there, Crypto Coffee, Crispy Man's going to be there, DCC, you name it. The lineup is yes, it's the people you see online. But you're going to get to meet them. You're going to get to talk to them. You're going to get to see who they really are. The Project Pi guys. We've got legal experts. Our legal eagle showing up in there, and he's going to be on panels. So you're going to get to hear us, have conversations about the legal issues and stuff that are going on in crypto. And I'm really excited that my friend Zach Conine, the treasurer of Nevada, is going to be there. A politician, the guys that everybody hates. You get to meet him. You get face to face and talk to him about, what does he think about DeFi? What does he think about crypto? What is he really doing out there? What does the government look like? This is a guy that sits down with all the treasurers in the country, sits down with senators and congressmen and speaks crypto to them. And he's leaned into us, into DeFi. He wants to know more about what we're doing, what's going on here in the HEX ecosystem. And so he's going to speak there. So you'll be able to talk and listen to a real politician that everybody, thinks is inaccessible, but no, he's going to be there speaking. So that's going to be the 8th and the 9th, or the 7th and the 8th. And then on the 9th, we're going to have something really special. And if you guys know crypto culture, Casey, who also known as Black Hexagon, she's got this golf event that she's put on, and it's really turning into a big success. The last one that we had was there was Crypto Prize, and 4 golfers that were there that were no coiners, that knew nothing about crypto, won prizes. So they sat down, they had to make wallets, they had to get their crypto prize, and then they became Hexicans. So she was like, wow, that was a great onboarding tool. Let's blow this thing up and make it bigger. And so, we talked to some of the sponsors, the people, the projects that wanted to get involved, Axis and SolidX and Liquid Loans, a lot of these other projects, and they put coins into this. And now there's a prize that at one point it was over $50,000. Now with the dip that we've seen in some of the coins here, it's dropped. But who knows what it might be. We've got more coins still coming in from some of the other sponsors. So who knows if we get a little pump here and rising tide raises all ships, the whole ecosystem pumps up a little bit. We might have it's already the biggest crypto prize of any golf tournament ever. So it's going to be interesting to see where it ends up. But something else that Casey did when she went to Vegas yesterday, she's been there for the last couple of days, making sure that everything was set up at the golf course and how they were promoting and what was going on. And lo and behold, they've actually started promoting to a lot of the golfers, and they're excited about getting there. And these are non-crypto folk, non-HEX ecosystem, of course, no coiners, and they're excited about it. They want to be part of it. So what she did is she told the staff members that, hey, if you guys help us out here, we'll set up a little contest. So we're going to be giving incentives to the staff at Desert Pines Golf Club, and we're going to give it to them, incentivize them in Pulse, and based on how many locals they could bring in to the golf event. So we're asking the community to come in and help out. And I'm saying, hey, I'm not asking for big donations of anybody, but $5-10 worth of Pulse. Take it to the PulseChainTour.com website. There's a wallet there. throw a few bucks worth of Pulse in there so that we can incentivize all of the people on the golf course to go out there and get these golfers to come in and pump up the event. So anybody wants to donate, feel free, go to PulseChainTour.com, go to the donated address there, put a few bucks worth of Pulse in. I'm not asking anybody to go out of their way and put anything crazy in there, just a few bucks. And let's incentivize them to get our golf event pumped up and see if we can start turning this into, an onboarding tool. And, golfers, they got time and money. So, let's get them involved. Those are kind of people we want, So so that's what's going on, man. And it's going to be a bigger success because of that. We're going to onboard new people. And again, we're going to strengthen the community engagement and adoption. And that's what this is really all about, is bringing people together and becoming stronger than just a 2D, marketing plan where we're all just kind of speaking on, chat rooms and Zoom calls and YouTube, that we're all really like becoming stronger. I mean, there's from our events, there's been businesses set up. There's been, relationships and marriages and children that have come out of this thing already. So it's working, man. It's working. And everybody loves Vegas. It's easy to get to Vegas. We've made this thing affordable. There's no money being made here. I know that in the past, some people have come in and tried to grift our community to make these big, events and whatnot. But let's face it, it's just us. It's just us. It's the people you see on YouTube anyway all the time. It doesn't need to be some crazy, outlandish $4,000 or $5,000, event for just to come out and have dinner with somebody. It's nothing like that. This is a real valuable event. Casey always puts value into it. You're going to get more out of it than you put into it. I promise you that. So other than what's gone on in the past, we're bringing value to the community. We know that it's just us, but it's about bringing us all together and making us stronger.
Yeah, for sure. So the Flamingo is home base. Most people staying there, or are there there's the people that are mostly staying at other places like the Caesars across the street or whatever?
Yeah. So Caesars, the Link, the Flamingo, and the Conrad.
Conrad.
It's doggone it. I'll get a text in a minute here saying it's this, but yeah, it's there's a few hotels right there.
MGM's right there, I believe, across the.
That's a little down the street a little bit, but but all those hotels there, we've got, there's block rates there for people. I think all of the discounts are over with as far as that goes for the hotels, but there's still tickets available. There's still room for everybody to show up and come and join us.
Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, I can vouch for Casey. She definitely knows how to put on events and keep everybody in line. I was there when she did the cruise and ran pretty smoothly. So
yeah, those cruises were fun. We did it. We had she makes sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. Everybody gets their value. I've never seen her miss a ticket, miss a meal. Everybody's always gotten taken care of. She's on top of it. We couldn't ask for a better advocate for building these events. And that's why, I'm confident that, my goal is to fill stadiums. I want to fill stadiums with people coming together like this. And what better place than maybe the Sphere in Vegas. Let's shoot for that goal to put, a bunch of Hexicans in the Sphere, and bring no coiners in and teach people about DeFi and bring bigger guests and whatnot. So